There's no question that this is the hot topic of conversation, and it didn't just start with a blown save at Wrigley Field. At what point, Mike, do you go, you know what? Maybe a couple of days, maybe a month, maybe you're closer next year. I mean, is he losing confidence? Are they losing confidence in him? Where do you go with this?
You know what? He got 3 outs last night in the 10th inning. And I don't think he's losing any confidence. I don't think they're losing confidence in him. It has been a rough second half for Roberto Osuna. There have been a couple of really bad blow-uppy blown saves, but I don't think yesterday was one of them. He struck out 3 people. He just, Rafi Lopez had the worst inning of his life behind the plate in the 10th inning, and Osuna needed to get 5 outs, and he didn't get them, but he got 3. And I think when your closer gets 3 outs, there's no reason to go, wow, we got to take him out of the job.
Okay, then what if your closer actually have 8 blown saves? Is that the concern? I mean, if you're going to use stats, you got the 3 outs yesterday, it has to be a concern. You look at all of the top closers in Major League Baseball, and you need 2 guys to add up to that total. It's not a good number.
Really? No, it's certainly not a good number at all, but that's surprising that most of the top closers only have, 3 or 4 blown saves.
They do. There's a couple with 5. Nobody else has more than 4.
Yeah, that's a shame. But look, that's also part of running a 22-year-old out there, and it's unfortunate. The Houston game was pretty terrible, and I'm trying to remember other ones that he was just awful in. He had 3 blown saves in April when he was sort of working his way back and didn't have a real spring training, and the other 5 have come since the All-Star break, and it's been in a bunch. And it's crazy that when you think of, if he didn't blow those 5 saves, they would be in a playoff spot right now. But I mean, I don't know. Yesterday when we saw John Gibbons go out to talk to him, which almost never happens. I think Gibby has gone out to not make a pitching change like it usually happens once a year, and it already happened once this year with Marco Estrada. And it happened with Osuna, and he just walked right up to him, and I don't know what he said, whether it was stop screwing around and throw the fastball or, you got to change things up with this kid behind the plate because obviously he's having a hard time handling your stuff. And Osuna just came out through 395-mile-an-hour fastballs in a row and then got back to all the other stuff that he does that he's been pretty effective with. And when he had 22 saves in a row, no one was complaining about. But, yeah, it's too bad. But I look at it, and I don't see that this is a guy who's walking people, who's giving up a ton of hard contact, who's doing all those things that you say, oh, my God, get him out of there. That's not the kind of stuff we're seeing.